Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, June 10, 2025. You can be feeling especially enthusiastic about your special interests now, and you may be drawing people into your life or inspiring people you already know to enjoy the things that motivate you. With Mercury and Jupiter aligning in your solar house just before they move on, it's a particularly exciting time for research, learning, investing, and sharing ideas. This transit opens your eyes wide related to an intimate or personal matter. You might gain insight into someone's behavior or find a solution to a problem that previously eluded you. It can open your mind to something you weren't ready to see in the past, and there can be excitement on mental levels. It's a fabulous time for investigation and invigorating communications. Talking about your feelings or confidential matters can be a sweet release, and you might learn something important in the process. It may also be a time for reaching a satisfying agreement or deal info. Living money or support. This gives you tremendous powers of perception and perspective, something that most other zodiac signs will never truly conceive. You see to the bottom of all matters with the flick of an eye and the rush of your intuition. Now, with mental Mercury in a fellow sign as well as your solar house of expansion and spirituality, you will be downloading even more messages from the universe. This is an excellent moment to connect with your inner self or a mentor about how you can improve your romantic patterns and never repeat toxic mistakes. The day is full of potential, but it's hard to tell which way it will go. Whatever the case may be, give it your all no matter how things shape up. Your defining asset is your professionalism. Balancing our lives can become a challenge. This is a good time to think about balance where your health is concerned. Is there balance in what you feed your body? Do you expose your system to harmful substances, or are you depriving it of its vital rest? Think along these lines when you plan your days. Are you amply providing for your body, thinking about the years you have ahead on this earth? This can be a serious task, but remember, it can also be fun. Exercising with a friend, if possible, is good for the spirit. Your current budgeting system and financial situation will take the forefront on this day full of your own essence. Chances are that you stay on top of this area in your life. However, there is always room to improve. Consider whether or not the career you're pursuing is bringing the financial results you desire. While working hard is never an issue for most, being properly compensated can be. Be assertive when you need to be if this is an area that needs to be addressed on this day. It is over the weekend that you have a chance to put some guardrails in place, knowing that within the space of just a few days a balance between work and play is going to become a lot more important. It is today that GS will start coming together on the job and career fronts, but in a way that won't reach its peak until just before a full moon in your income sector next week. Meanwhile, Jupiter is just 2 days away from a playful and creative part of your chart and from beginning your biggest year for matters of the heart and all things fun, playful, romantic, and creative in over a decade. At the same time that Venus, the planet of love, is settling into her first weekend in your relationship sector, Uranus, who since 2019 has been quietly keeping your relationships on track, has moved into his final month. This has brought the planets that rule through the laws of attraction and synchronicity together, making it important to trust your heart as you move into the weeks on the relationship front that are most likely to define the coming year. Pisces, emotion and insight merge like tides. Your quote of the day: dreams guide you when logic falls short. Your color of the day is soft silver, luminous and gentle. Lucky numbers: 6, 9, 20. Your empathy today is a superpower. Just be mindful of your boundaries. A memory or vision may guide a decision you've been avoiding. You already know, now believe it. Our eyes in the sky. Here is your tarot reading for June 10, 2025, a date that holds a gentle yet powerful energy, one that invites you to ground yourself while also reaching toward the possibilities ahead. If you've been feeling like life is asking you to both pause and move at the same time, you're not alone. Today's cards offer wisdom for navigating that in-between space with trust, intention, and a sense of quiet confidence. The cards drawn are the Star, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and Queen of Cups. We begin with the Star, a beautiful card of hope, healing, and gentle renewal. If you've been moving through a time of uncertainty, emotional exhaustion, or even quiet self-doubt, the Star is here to softly remind you, you are not lost, you are recalibrating. This is the moment where your inner compass is being reset to something more aligned with your truth. You may find yourself drawn to moments of solitude today, journaling, watching the sky, watering your plants, or even just sitting in stillness. Don't dismiss those urges. Healing doesn't always come through action, often, it arrives in the space we create to simply be. If something in your life has felt like it's been in the dark, the star says, light is returning. Following that is the Knight of Pentacles, steady, dependable, and committed to the journey, even when it's long. This card doesn't offer shortcuts, and that's a good thing. It's a reminder that progress built slowly is often the most lasting. Maybe you've been working toward a goal that hasn't shown visible results yet. Maybe you're putting in emotional effort in a relationship, in therapy, or even with self-discipline. The Knight says, keep going. You don't have to move fast, but you do need to stay true to what you know is worth it. Trust in your process, and give yourself credit for the small wins. They matter more than you think. Now, the energy shifts with the Eight of Wands, a burst of forward motion, clarity, and rapid communication. Paired with the previous cards, this might signal a sudden breakthrough, an answer you've been waiting for, a message that lights something up inside you, or even just an idea that clears away indecision. Things that have been stuck may start to move again. So if you've been sensing that something's about to happen, this is confirmation. Stay alert to emails, conversations, signs from the universe, or even your own dreams. They may hold the clarity you've been seeking. But before you sprint ahead, the Two of Swords appears to offer a pause. This card suggests you may be at a decision point, perhaps between two options, two perspectives, or even two versions of yourself. And that can be tough, especially if both feel equally weighted. But here's the thing, indecision often comes not from a lack of options, but from the fear of choosing wrong. The Two of Swords invites you to check in not just with logic, but with intuition. What does your body feel when you imagine each choice? Where is the tension, and where is the ease? Remember, you're allowed to take your time, but you're also allowed to choose, even if you're still a little uncertain. Lastly, the Queen of Cups arrives to close the reading with grace, compassion, and emotional depth. She is the part of you that knows how to feel deeply without drowning, how to offer love without losing yourself, and how to nurture others while still honoring your own needs. If today brings emotional conversations, or even a wave of feelings you weren't expecting, let them move through you. This is a beautiful day for checking in with your inner world. Try asking yourself, what do I need emotionally right now, and how can I give myself just a little more of that? Altogether, this reading encourages you to stay grounded, open to hope, steady in your efforts, brave in your clarity, and soft with your heart. Things are shifting not in chaotic leaps, but in meaningful layers. Your journey is sacred, even in the parts that don't make sense yet. Now I'd love to hear from you. Did a particular card speak directly to something you've been feeling? Are you standing at a crossroads, or maybe waiting for a sign? Share in the comments. Your experience might resonate with someone else in this space. And if you feel called, offer a word of encouragement to someone today, even if it's just a friend or stranger who needs to hear, you're doing better than you think. You are not behind. You are blooming, in your own perfect rhythm.